Hello, I'm Nadia McLeod from Emery Legal Kits, and we help you cut your legal costs with our online template kits. A prenuptial agreement, or prenup, is the term often given for a contract made between two parties who intend to marry. This contract sets out how you would divide property and assets if the relationship were to end. In Australia, the family court does not use the term prenuptial agreement. People considering such a process can instead create a binding financial agreement. Binding financial agreements can be made at all stages of a relationship, before, during, and after separation, and can also be used for de facto relationships. For the sake of this video, however, we will continue to use the term prenup. Along with specific information about both parties, their assets, and the plans for splitting them in the event of a divorce, a prenup must comply with Section 90G of the Family Law Act to be valid and binding within Australia. Traditionally, a prenuptial agreement is drafted by a local lawyer who can ensure it complies with the Family Law Act. This drafting may involve several meetings to work out what you want to achieve, which means it can end up being quite expensive. Alternatively, you can work together to create your own prenup and even use templates to make this process easier. It's important to use templates created with Australian law in mind, as other countries do not have the same legislation, and if you don't follow the rules, your agreement will have no legal force, so it will not protect you as you intend. Whether you have written it yourself or hired a lawyer to draft it, a prenuptial agreement is not legally binding until both parties have sought independent legal advice. This ensures having your own lawyer go through the draft, explain the consequences of the wording, and issue a certificate of legal advice, which becomes part of the agreement. Once you've received legal advice, the agreement becomes legally binding after you have signed it in front of a qualified witness. A prenup may also become invalid if the parties are not totally honest and transparent with each other. Withholding pertinent information from your partner may be misleading and may have an effect on the enforceability of your agreement. It's also good practice to update your agreement from time to time, particularly if there is any major change in circumstances, such as the arrival of children or if the relevant law changes, which may impact your agreement. RP Emery provides quality legal kits for prenuptial agreements. These kits are drafted by Australian lawyers and can save you thousands of dollars in court and legal fees. Our templates can include specific provisions for superannuation, properties, and pets. We can also arrange the independent legal review required to make your prenuptial agreement binding in the eyes of the Australian legal system. For more information about prenuptial agreements and how our kits work, check out the link to our article below. And if you want to solve simple legal problems, cut costs, and take control of everyday issues, please subscribe to our channel.